Hey everybody, how's it going? Daryl here. Welcome to the channel. My good friends at SHEHDS have sent me this 6-watt waterproof laser. My friends at SHEHDS have sent me a 3-watt laser in the past, so 6 watts. This is going to be a new experience and I'm excited. And the waterproof functionality is just a nice bonus. So you can pick up this laser off of SHEHDS website. You can order from SHEHDS Direct. They're really good to work with. And if you have any issues, they'll take care of you. They come with a 1-year warranty. And they're pretty quick and they're pretty responsive. Without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this thing. So right here at the top, we have this manual. And then here is our laser. So here we have a little goodie bag full of cables. So it looks like it has a Cat 6 cable, a DMX cable, and an ILDA adapter, and a little key. And here we have a PowerCon cable. And here we have our laser. And here we have our waterproof laser. So my first impressions is that this thing is pretty hefty. It comes in at a pretty manageable weight, just a little bit over 8 pounds, 8 pounds, 3 ounces. The laser itself is just over 7 inches tall, 7.5 inches wide, and 9 inches long, and about 3 inches of clearance for this bracket on the top. Enough clearance that, in fact, you can just flip this on the bottom too if you so desire. So on the front here, you have some warning symbols, some branding for the SOUNDSWITCH. That's just the series of this guy. And there's no hatch to block the laser. And of course, on the sides, you have this bracket. And on the top, you have some holes for like your favorite mounting hardware. And on this bracket, you can tighten these as well with these knobs. On the bottom, you have these metal edges. This is where you can like set it down on a surface. You have a little safety key insert as well as a fan and a warning saying to please use this vertically because the bottom is not waterproof. On the top here, we have some grooved edges. They don't really do anything as far as I know. So on the back here, we have this off and on switch, and each of these buttons that protrude a little bit, I guess that's with like the weather sealing. You have power in and out, and these weather caps as well. You have ILDA in and out, so it's a Cat 5, Cat 6 cable. And as mentioned earlier, it comes with this adapter that you can use with that, as well as a Cat 6 cable. To be quite honest, I haven't really gotten into ILDA. I mostly use DMX with lasers, and it has DMX in and out. And we have a 3-button LCD panel, up, down, enter. And of course we have the SHEHDS branding right here. So this laser is really bright. So this laser says it's 6 watts power consumption. And this says this is a class 4 laser. You're free to use whatever lasers you want at home, but in the United States, we do have regulations about using this at paid events set forth by the FDA. So I've talked about this in other laser videos, but I'll have a link in the description below where you can look at the government regulations. So be sure to check out the regulations for your own area. Because usually when you use a laser this powerful, you need to get something called a variance. Ensure that you shine this like 3 meters or like about 9 feet over people's heads. Like, so no scanning this directly in people's faces. Just having a laser touch their eyes, that can like make them potentially go blind. That can open you up for legal liability. And this can also break the sensors of cameras. So just be very careful when you're using this. Shine this high above people's heads. All right, let's go ahead and demo this laser. I have it plugged in. This is not the cable it came with, but I'm demoing multiple products at the same time. I already have this plugged in, so we're just gonna use this PowerCon cable. So we turn it on. So we see that it's in working mode ILDA and DMX is not connected. So when I use this, I'll probably use DMX, but for today's demo, I'll probably just cycle through some built-in presets. There is no remote control. So it says danger of fire. So don't shine this on things too closely. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It did burn a hole in the paper. So by default, it is locked. So you have to do up, down, to unlock it. Up, down, up, down. We are in. A light elf, that's kind of cool. Oh, this pops right up, that's pretty cool. Okay, subscribe now. So it's sending it. You should listen to the laser, folks. The laser is very wise. You should subscribe if you have not done so yet. I'm zooming in so you can read that. Subscribe now, that's right. So it looks like I can change the effects, can change the size. That's pretty cool. That's kind of fast. There we go, now you can read that. Subscribe now. What? So it looks like you can do all sorts of stuff. Looks like you can program different like scenes and put them in order. You can do random, like we were doing. You can do line. Looks like you can do auto, music mode. This is actually pretty cool for a laser. I like this kind of an interface. I can choose all sorts of things. Wow, I can choose all of the parameters. And so it shows me everything I can use. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Whoa, it saved it. So if I ever sell this, some random person is gonna see this and be like, what the heck? So I think I can like change it a little bit. Yeah, it looks like there's all sorts of things I can change. It can change the color. I can do some segmented. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty granular. And I can have it animated. And you can do all this stuff on DMX too. And with your sound switch, you can do some attribute keys, so like one for wide, one for little, and then you can make it like animated to the music. I'm curious, is this gonna hurt? Ow! So be very careful with this thing. This thing is very bright. Let's not burn my curtain. Let's spread it out a bit. This doesn't hurt my hand, but when it's concentrated like that, it did hurt my hand. This is a lot more interactive for a video demo than using SOUNDSWITCH. Although in real life, I'll probably use SOUNDSWITCH. So a laser is two parts. It's the projection pattern and the beams in the air. You might be able to hear I'm putting some more haze in the air so you can see that. I have this on a gravity stand. And I'm gonna have this be pointing down so I can get the projection and the beams in the air in a single shot. And this is just an M10 thread. I'll have a link in the description below. So this just goes on to the gravity stand quite nicely. And I can adjust that beam angle. Although, I think at a gig, I would definitely want to scan that over people's heads, not pointing down at them. But for today's demo, this is what I'm gonna do to not damage my camera angle, because 6 watts is pretty darn powerful. So I want to demo this shining in the air because this is how I'd probably use it at a gig. So here we go, and then these are the scenes I am choosing. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I really like this pattern. Because of that. And they're just super defined. That's really cool. What are my thoughts on SHEHDS 6-watt ConstelLaser? Well, I think the idea of a waterproof laser is pretty cool. Doesn't really apply to me that much. I did see that they had a rechargeable version, so I don't know if that has a battery. To be honest, having a battery-powered laser would be awesome. That'd be something I'd be very interested in, especially with built-in wireless capabilities. The waterproof is just not a huge deal to me, especially to get DMX to this. I'm probably going to be using a wireless DMX dongle, which is not waterproof. So I'm pretty impressed with its output. It is very bright. Of course, don't look at it directly. Don't put your eyes here. You could go blind. I like the built-in pattern, and the price is pretty affordable. So what are your thoughts on this laser? Let me know down in the comments below. Please smash like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.